Hi everyone, it's Coco here, your candy aunt, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a candy butterfly. I have 3 different types of pink beads. I have 15 glitter beads, 12 opaque beads, and 10 frosted beads, but use whatever you have, whatever you like. And I also have about 2 feet of 15-pound fishing line. If you don't have 15-pound fishing line, that's totally fine. Use whatever elastic or string you have. Okay, so I'm gonna start by adding 8 of these glitter beads on the string. So here are my 8 beads. So I'm going to take them to the middle and I'm going to tie this really tight. So I'm gonna do a single knot and I'm going to do another single knot and just pull it really tight. And then I'm going to move these beads so that they make a diamond shape. I'm going to pull the string again to make it really tight. What's important is that you want the strings to come out between these 2 beads right here, near one of the edge beads or the corner beads. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this string and I'm going to pull it through that end so it looks like the string is coming out of that bead right here in the corner. Okay. Pull it tight again because I want to make sure that this square shape is holding really well. Okay, so the top wing, I'm going to put 2 opaque beads and 3 frosted beads and another 2 opaque beads. So I have 7 beads on the string, like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this top bead here. To make this shape. Okay. Now with this other string, I'm going to add 2 opaque beads. Sorry, not 2. 1 opaque bead, 2 frosted beads, and then 1 opaque bead. So it's going to look like this. And then it's going to come out of this bead right here. So it does this. So it kind of looks like a heart. So this is going to be the top wing. This is going to be the bottom wing. The bead count here is very, very, very flexible. So if you want to make the bottom smaller, take away a bead, take away 2 beads. If you want to make this part smaller, take away a few beads. So this part, you can make it however you want. You can make this bigger or you can make this smaller. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these 2 strings and I want them to come out from that end here. So I'm going to take this string and I'm going to go all the way down. Oops, let's see. Now these beads are going to be a little bit tight because you tied them. So it's coming out of this bead. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. I'm going to go through these 2 beads here. If you're using an elastic, it's going to be easier because these beads are going to move. If you're using fishing line, your beads are not going to move too much, so it's going to be a little bit harder. Okay, so I want to make this symmetrical. So on this side, I'm going to add 3 beads. And on the other string, I'm going to add 4 beads. Like this. And then I'm going to tie it again. And once I tie it, I'm going to pop these beads so they make that square shape, just like that. And I'm going to pull it so I have a nice square shape here. I'm going to take one of these strings and pull it through that top bead here again so that it looks like my 2 strings are coming out of this top bead. And then on this top side, I want to match the other side. So I'm going to put 2 opaque, 3 frosted, and 2 opaque. And I'm going to go through this top bead here. And then this bottom, I'm going to add opaque, frosted, frosted, opaque. I'm going to go through this bead right here, like that. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to tie these 2 strings together. So I'm going to pull this string down one. So I'm going to go through this bead here. And then this top bead, I'm going to go down 2 beads. 1, 2. Just like that. Okay, and now I'm going to tie this right here. And I kind of want to pop my beads a little bit into a shape that I like. Tie it again. Okay, I think that looks really cute. Again, this is very customizable. So if you want to add or subtract beads here, you can. And I notice that this is a little loose. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tie it again, really pull this knot. And then I'm going to add another knot. 1, 2. That's a double knot, just to really secure it. Let's pop this bead back in. There we go. Super cute. I'm going to add some clear nail polish to the knot so that it does not come loose. And then I'm going to pull it through this middle bead. Okay. So before I cut this string, I'm going to add some elastic, and I'm actually going to make this a, I'm going to make a little bracelet here. So I'm going to cut about about 2 feet of elastic, which is a little long, but that's okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this string up through that center bead. Hopefully there's space with all that stuff in there. In a second. Okay, there we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 4 beads on both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to add 4 beads on the other side. So it looks like this. I'm going to put the strings together, and then I'm going to add a bead like that. So I have the string through, and I'm going to put 4 beads on each end. I want this to be kind of a chunky bracelet, just because there's a big butterfly on it. So after I put the 2 ends together, slide these beads down, put these 2 ends together, and I'm going to take this green bead like that, and I'm going to cross like this. It's gonna look like this. You know what? This is not even green, it's blue. So one more time, take a green bead, let's cross it like this, pull it down. Okay, let's repeat that. 4 beads on both ends. And for the next one, I'm actually going to put a little daisy on it. So let's see, a daisy needs 1 yellow and 6 white beads. Okay, so I'm pulling the green beads down, and then I'm going to cross a white bead on it. So there's my white bead, and I'm crossing the ends through that white bead, just like this. Okay, and then I'm going to add 2 beads on each side. Like that. And then I'm going to add a yellow bead on the string, just like this. Okay, now what I'm going to do is separate the strings. So this string here, I'm going to pull through these 2 white beads like this, okay? And then this string, I'm going to pull through these 2 white beads like this, okay? So I'm going to pull this all the way through, and it's going to look like a little daisy there. And then I'm going to take a white bead at the end, and I'm going to cross. So it looks like this. And honestly, if you just want to put daisies all the way, then you could do that. You don't have to put this green, but I like kind of mixing up the colors here. So I'm going to put 4 greens again. Okay. And then I'm going to add a green bead, and then I'm going to cross on that green bead. So it looks like this. Let's just check this, because it doesn't need to be that long. Actually, I think it probably would have looked better if the daisy was closer, like right here, but that is okay. So I'm going to add 4 greens. Four greens. And I think I'm going to add a daisy here. So I'm going to cross a white bead. I'm going to add 2 white beads, and then 2 white beads on this side. Put the string together, add the yellow bead. Okay, separate the strings. So this string is going to go through these top 2 white beads, and this bottom string is going to go through these 2 bottom white beads, and I'm just going to pull them. So they do that. And then I'm going to cross a white bead, just like that. Okay, here we go. Let's add 4 beads. And honestly, it doesn't matter where you add the daisy. You could add it wherever you want. You could just make the entire chain with daisies, or put a different flower. It's all up to you. You can make the butterfly smaller, bigger. I'm just gonna see if this is, yeah, I think this is a good size. See, just like that. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to tie this. So I'm going to take this bottom string, I'm going to pull it through that center bead again. Now there's going to be a lot of things in here, so it might be a little bit hard to get this elastic through. Use this stick again to poke. Sometimes that helps, yep. It makes some space. Okay, and then I'm just going to tie this together. So that it looks like this. Let's cut off this and add some nail polish. Some clear nail polish here. And I'm going to grab this end here on the fishing line. Oh yeah, I already added nail polish on this. I just have to cut it. Okay. So here it is. Here's my little butterfly with my daisy on the side. It would be really cute if you had little daisy beads or butterfly beads here, or even hearts. Hearts, butterflies, daisies. So cute. Thanks for watching.